my phone. We're live. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, hello, Dom. This is amazing. Look at all these people. Yay. So exciting. All right. Page 6.
It's a slow time of year. We don't have anything else to do.
Yes.
Right?
Well, I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
This is political theater.
This is political theater. All right, ready?
Overtime.
Yes.
Overtime, yes.
Tax cut, Carol, you go. See the GOP tax folly, fa la 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 la. Corporations will be jolly, fa la 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 la. But the deficit will grow, fa la 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 la. And our growth will sharply slow, fa la 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 la. 1% will pay less tax, fa la 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 la. While key deductions get the axe, fa la 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 la. This tax bill is so regressive, fa la 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 la. Red states may just turn progressive, fa la 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 la. If this evil tax bill passes, fa la 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 la. Raising tax paid by the masses, fa la 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 la. Most of us will just get poorer, fa la 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 la. And our future more unsure, fa la 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 la. Awesome. Okay, let's just keep on going. Be mindful, shameful gentlemen. Be mindful, shameful gentlemen, stop robbing from the poor. Remember, revolution starts and ends on your front door. God save us from your greedy plan to kill Obamacare. With tidings of voter outrage, voter outrage. Oh, tidings of voter outrage. In cities and in countrysides, the damage will be clear. How will the people live their lives? High taxes, no health care. Republicans will damn themselves for hurting people's lives. Oh, tidings of voter outrage, voter outrage. Oh, tidings of voter outrage. God bless thee, merry 1%, let nothing thee dismay. Republicans will give you breaks in time for Christmas Day. God save us from your greedy plan to kill Obamacare. With tidings of voter outrage, voter outrage. Oh, tidings of voter outrage. Oh, yes, awesome. Oh, can we turn the page to We Wish You a Merry Tax Scam? Next page, page 7. We wish you a merry tax scam. We wish you a merry tax scam. We wish you a merry tax scam and a happy new year. Tax breaks for Trump, for all Republicans' kin. Good tax breaks for corporate and a happy new year. We all know impeachment's coming, we all know impeachment's coming, we all know impeachment's coming, and soon we'll be here. Tax breaks for Trump, for all Republicans' kin. Good tax breaks for corporate and a happy new year. We wish you a merry tax scam, we wish you a merry tax scam, we wish you a merry tax scam and a happy new year. And we can even add goats, jump down one. Good counsel we bring to you and your friends. And if you don't listen, we'll sing it again. We wish for a better tax bill. We wish for a better tax bill. We wish for a better tax bill and protected health care. We won't quit until we get it. We won't quit until we get it. We won't quit until we get it. And remember, we vote. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And we register our friends to vote, and we canvass, and we do all kinds of get out the vote stuff. Anyone? Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Which one?
Let's start with tax reform. At the bottom
The
of
first line has
What page? What page?
bottom of page 8, and it's called tax reform, and then we can go, just go into the next one. Tax reform, that's their constant cry. Lots of breaks for millionaires, while we're just getting by. Tax reform, who gets to decide? Rich white guys in private rooms, the rest of us denied. Deductions mostly gone, they're cutting seniors' pay, reducing Medicaid, laughing all the way. Cut the corporate rates, investors all abhor. I don't know why they care so much, their money's all offshore. Oh, tax reform, that's their constant cry. Lots of breaks for billionaires, or we're just getting by. Tax reform, who gets to decide? Rich white guys in private rooms, the rest of us deny. Come on, jingle bells, Ryan smells, McConnell laid an egg. Their tax law will hurt a lot and shoot them in the leg. Dashing through the Senate, an ill-considered bill. The Republicans are plotting their greedy, reckless shill, and taking all of us captive for the ride. We can't believe they do this to us, they're not on our side. Oh, jingle bells, Ryan smells, McConnell laid an egg. Their tax plot will hurt a lot and shoot them in the leg. Hey, jingle bells, White House smells, from like rotten eggs. Oh, what terror it is to ride in a one-horse broken sleigh. Jingle bells, Mueller tells on a lot of lies. Hope they kill the new tax bill before our healthcare dies. Oh my gosh. Splashing through the dough before the holiday. We lobby for it all. We push it all the way. The senators' phones will ring. The mailbags won't be right. Their inboxes will all be filled, but I will be alright. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to get a tax break every day. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to get a tax break every day. A day or two ago, I trolled up all the facts. The House went first and voted for tax cuts and my tax. The Senate soon must choose. I'm sure that they are vexed. We're holding them accountable for what will happen next. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to get a tax break every day. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to get a tax break every day. Oh my gosh,
We could still go on.
break here. It's so long. There's like jingle bells for. Let's sing one more, and then we'll do our 12 Days of Christmas, and then we'll do our play, and then we can do more carols. And if you guys want to look through and choose your favorite carols, that'd be great. Anybody have a favorite? Hark the Daily Herald sings. Joy to the World. Page, bottom of page 10. Thank you. Joy to the world, reform has come. We can deduct our jet. Let everyone who won of wealth rejoice. We can deduct our jet. We can deduct our jet. We can deduct our jet. Joy to the world, estates are safe. I shall no taxes owe. Let everyone of wealth rejoice. Pass our riches down. Pass our riches down. We can pass riches down. Joy to the world, will tax the poor. Their numbers are so grand. Let everyone of wealth rejoice. Their numbers are so grand. Their numbers are so grand. Their numbers are so grand. No more concern about the sick? Why did they all fall ill? I bet they ate unhealthily or went up to New Chile. If they'd only been like me, if only been like me, if only, yes, only been like me. Our money rules and runs the earth and makes the nations hear the glories of my righteousness and wonders of my wealth and wonders of my wealth and wonders of my wealth.
Woo! All right. Let's begin. Should we do the 12 days of Christmas? Sure. I need 12 volunteers to line up in a line right here. Or maybe we should face Tim. Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
Tim.
the singers have to be able to see those.
That's true. Let's see. Well, we'll face away from Tim. All right. Who's number one?
Tim, are we putting you in the spirit?
Number one. Charles?
I can be whichever one you want.
I'll just hand them out because they're not in order.
So you can hand them out, and then everybody has to get themselves in order.
Figure out 1 to 12.
Oh, good.
Who gets the element?
Perfect fun.
You're 2. Number 3. Number 3. No, you're here. You're right there. 3 is here. You're number 1. You're number 1. No, you're 0. Yeah, you're actually 2.
No, is
Who's number 3? And here we go.
This is
Who's
7.
got 4? 4 is here. Who wants 5? 5. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Charles, you know what? I'm going to make you do a little circle. You're 11 and 12, so you can go down over there. Charles, stand right here.
Yes, ma'am.
And you guys scoot super close. Yep. Yep. 3, 4, 5.
How many of us can count?
8.
I could be 8.
Who wants to be 9?
Anybody want to do this?
You're number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Scoot this way a little bit. Perfect. Stop. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. 7. Who's got 8? Okay. Awesome. That way a tiny bit. Now, can you just for a minute get a little bit close? You know what you might do is sort of just angle this way a little bit, like put this shoulder. Yeah. And then just so you can still. Yeah. You don't. Yeah, you're the 5 golden rings. You have a lot of room here, the 2 of you. All right, so we're looking at page what in the carol book?
13.
Page 13 in the carol book, folks. So this is how it works. We're going to practice. You'll get it. Yeah. So what we do is when it's your turn, you step forward, and then you step back, and you'll find that you have to anticipate it a little bit, otherwise it'll be slow because we're fast. All right.
Could somebody take a video just of this song, not the rest of the thing, and then make it so the rest of us get it, so we can kind of spread the news.
Absolutely. He's going to do that. All right. Are we ready?
Yep.
On the first day of Christmas, my GOP gave me a tax plan for the wealthy. On the second day of Christmas, the GOP gave me climate change denial and a tax plan for the wealthy. On the third day of Christmas, the GOP gave me dreamer persecution, climate change denial, and a tax plan for the wealthy. On the fourth day of Christmas, the GOP gave me another Russian meeting, dreamer persecution, climate change denial, and a tax plan for the wealthy. On the fifth day of Christmas, the GOP gave me no integrity. Another Russian meeting, dreamer dreamer, persecution, climate change denial, and a tax plan for the wealthy. On the 6th day of Christmas, the GOP gave me party over country, no integrity. Another Russian meeting, dreamer, persecution, climate change denial, and a tax plan for the wealthy. On the 7th day of Christmas, the GOP gave me science integration, party over country, no integrity. Another Russian meeting, dreamer, persecution, climate change denial, and a tax plan for the wealthy. On the 8th day of Christmas, the GOP gave me incompetent appointments, science integration, party over country, no integrity. Another Russian meeting, dreamer, persecution, climate change denial, and a tax plan for the wealthy. On the 9th day of Christmas, the GOP gave me regulation, rollbacks, incompetent appointments, science integration, party over country, no integrity. Another Russian meeting, dreamer, persecution, climate change denial, and a tax plan for the wealthy. On the 10th day of Christmas, the GOP gave me an Alabama pervert, regulation, rollbacks, incompetent appointments, science integration, party over country, no integrity. Another Russian meeting, dreamer, persecution, climate change denial, and a tax plan for the wealthy. On the 11th day of Christmas, the GOP gave me assault upon our healthcare, an Alabama pervert, regulation, rollbacks, incompetent appointments, science integration, party over country, no integrity. Another Russian meeting, dreamer, persecution, climate change denial, and a tax plan for the wealthy. On the 12th day of Christmas, the GOP gave me adolescent tweeting, assault upon our healthcare, Alabama pervert, regulation, rollbacks, incompetent appointments, science integration, party over country, no integrity. Another Russian meeting, dreamer, persecution, climate change denial, and a tax plan for the wealthy.
Brenda Clark, please come and take a bow. Brenda and Fred Clark, who wrote the words and made all these amazing rhymes. And made our carol books.
Thank you.
I went to Kinko's this morning to print them.
From the wealthiest.
All right, I think we'll do our play now. So those who are in the play can come up.
Brenda, where do you want your signs?
Oh yeah, let's
On the
get
desk?
yeah. I think that's epic for the ages. And the amazing thing is we could easily come up with another 12 gifts they've given us
Amazing. And
without even
depressing
trying too hard. Okay then.
all right.
So there are 4 scenes. It says at the beginning of each scene who's in which scene.
Okay.
So what I would like you to do is if you're in the scene, stand here. If you're not in the scene, just come to the side. So, do we have all our actors here, Deb? Wait, I'm missing my congressman. Oh, there you are. Sorry. Charles?
You're missing your congressman, so are we.
I
And we have for a long time.
know. All right, Charles? No, you do. You're the staffer Buckeye Cratchit.
Oh, okay, excuse me,
Yeah.
all right.
You're like the main thing here. You two are there. So in this scene, we have the narrator, that's me,
Oscar nominee.
Scrooge, Cratchit, and the constituent. All right, this is a tax scam Christmas carol. It's a political satire based on A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. about the Scrooge-like GOP tax scam bill. And we're reading it at our Congressman Pat Tiberi's office. And, you know, we all know the story of this play. And the happy ending that it has is that fundamentally we believe that even people who've made bad decisions and who don't care about others, that they are redeemable. And that when their hearts are opened to the suffering of others that they are causing, that they are actually capable of changing their ways and creating a better future for others and for themselves. Amazing concept. So this is why, it's, you know, we're joking around and this is silly, but it's also serious because these things have real consequences. And Pat Tiberi and Senator Portman and all those folks, they are actually the ones making those decisions that do have real consequences for people. And we're here playing around, but we have other things to do. You know, we have other things to do that we could be doing. Yes. And we care about this, not for ourselves, but for other people. And that really should be his job. So this is what gets me. I feel all the time like I'm doing their job for them. Why am I out here trying to protect Pat Tiberi's constituents or Rob Portman's constituents? They should be doing it themselves. So this is a plea to our congressmen and to others in Congress and the Senate to open your hearts to the suffering of others that you're causing and to make a decision to do something different. Now I'm the narrator. GOP Congressman Scrooge is in his office counting the pledges he'll get from donors if he votes yes tomorrow on the GOP tax scam bill. His vote means the bill will pass.
Ha ha! Tomorrow, my vote will seal the deal on this tax bill with all its luxurious presents for the 1%. My rich donors, will be pleased.
Excuse me, sir, ma'am. There's a constituent at the door.
Oh, what? Send them away. I don't meet with lowly constituents. Do they have $100,000 to spare? No? Then I'm not here.
Mr. Grinch, please don't sign that bill. That bill will actually hurt me and my family.
Who are you? That you're part of that crew of professional liberal organizers and left-wing activists my press secretary has been telling me about.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm actually not a paid protester. I am a teacher. And my taxes pay for your job. I mean, part of your job is actually to meet with me and with us.
Stuff and nonsense. Out! Out! I don't meet with the likes of you. I see donors and corporate lobbyists and Russians. Cratchit, get this woman out of here right now.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Staffer Cratchit pushed the constituent out and barred the door. But when he went back to his desk, it occurred to him that he was a constituent as well, and that the bill the congressman was about to sign would hurt him and his family too. With his one vote, Congressman Scrooge held the power to pass the bill or defeat it. So Buckeye Cratchit decided to speak up.
Sir, I think you know my little boy is very ill.
Well, that's his problem, not mine. He shouldn't have gotten sick. That'll teach him a lesson.
It's just that this tax bill you're planning to sign will be so tough on us. It will actually raise our taxes. It will take away deductions that we depend on and raise the cost of health insurance.
Humbug. That individual mandate is being repealed. So you'll be free not to buy health insurance at all. You'll have more money in your pocket. Lucky you. Stop complaining.
But sir, we need health insurance. We depend on Obamacare and on the medical expenses deduction on our taxes. Your tax bill will take that deduction away.
Enough. I don't want to hear any more. You have a job, don't you? You should be grateful.
Yes, sir, I am grateful. But it's very hard to make ends meet on minimum wage. I actually took 2 jobs. The 1% make more in a day in investment income without lifting a finger than I do all year working 60 hours a week. I just don't understand why they need a tax cut or why we need to repeal estate taxes. All that will increase the deficit and result in huge cuts in Medicare and Medicaid down the road. and you promised where there would be no impact.
Enough, I said. Watch out, Cratchit, or I'll fire you. You're one of the little people. You don't matter to me. Now, back to my counting.
Cratchit left in despair, off to his other job. Scrooge continued counting pledges until he dozed off at his desk. But his sleep was restless and troubled, filled with vivid dreams. At some point, he looked up and saw a strange ghost hovering over him. It was the ghost of tax scam consequences, come to show the congressman how his actions would affect others. He took Scrooge by the hand, and they flew through the air and through time itself. And when they came down to land, they were looking through the window of a small but cozy house. Inside, the Cratchit family were crowding around a holiday table, laughing and smiling, and sharing joys of the season. Come over here.
How are you feeling today, Tim?
Where is Tim? Tim's over there. Tim's in the bathroom.
Tim?
So much better. I had another experimental treatment from Dr. Obama today, and it makes me feel full of energy.
Thank goodness for the ACA. If we didn't have Obamacare, I don't know what we'd do. The insurance companies wouldn't cover any of these expensive treatments for Tiny Tim if they had a choice. And having access to good medical care means I was able to start my own business.
And thank goodness for medical expense deductions on our taxes for the cost that Obamacare doesn't cover. How wonderful it is when a tax policy and legislation work to help real people and the economy.
Mom, Dad, speaking of work, I have some exciting news. Today I was offered a summer internship at an IT company right here in Columbus. I just have to keep my grades up until summer.
We know that shouldn't be a problem.
Yes, I'm so excited. Once I get my graduate degree in electrical engineering, it's pretty likely they'll offer me a job.
That's wonderful, sweetie. We're so proud of you and all your hard work. Your mom and I are not able to pursue higher education, but we always worked hard so that you would be able to go further. The skills you are learning will move the whole country forward.
Let's just hope that terrible tax bill doesn't pass.
Just then, the ghost of tax bill consequences rattled his chains, grabbed Congressman Scrooge's hands, and they took off into the air again. This time, when they landed, they were looking through what seemed to be the very same window into the very same house. But all the coziness and good cheer were gone. Just Cratchit and his wife were standing over a bed where Tiny Tim was sleeping, the anxious parents whispering to each other so as not to wake him.
Buckeye, I'm so scared. I don't think Tim is going to make it through the night. He was doing so well with the new treatments, but when the new tax bill dropped, the individual mandate and health insurance premiums skyrocketed. We just couldn't afford the coverage anymore.
And the GOP didn't even renew CHIP. So now we have no options to help our beloved boy.
I can't believe our son may die because some billionaire needed more money. It's so cruel. It's so unchristian. It's so GOP.
I know, my dear. Should we tell Martha to come home and say goodbye?
Her new boss at Turkey Hill is so mean, I don't know if he'll give her the time off. Ever since she had to quit school and start working, it's been one awful job after another. She couldn't stay in grad school after they started taxing her tuition waiver.
That's what kills me. Taxing money she never even received.
Yes.
How's she supposed to save to pay her taxes out of a tuition waiver, money she never saw?
Good question.
It doesn't make sense. It's forcing graduate students out of school in droves. America will fall farther and farther behind. These people, they're killing us, literally killing us.
It's despicable. The GOP of my father and grandfather would not recognize this bunch of crooks. If only Congressman Grinch had a heart. If only he had cared about us, about all his constituents, about Ohio, his country, anything other than money. If he had cared, he would have voted against the GOP tax scam and stopped all of this from happening. One man with so much power to do good or evil, and he chose evil. If only we could turn time back, reach out to him, and change his heart for Tim, my darling boy.
Mother, Father, are you there? I can't see you. Everything is going dark. I think I'm leaving you. Goodbye.
Congressman Scrooge tried to look away, but the ghost of tax bill consequences forced him to watch as Tiny Tim took his last breaths and his parents collapsed in grief.
Oh, dear God, if only there was time, if only I had courage.
And then the ghost of tax bill consequences pulled Scrooge back up into the air, into a cloud of concern and worry and what-ifs. Before long, he was asleep again at his desk, muttering to himself in his sleep.
Tax bill, Koch brothers, innocent children, Chip, grad students, America falling behind, purpose of government. Too late? Too late? Am I too late? Oh my, what a terrible dream. What a terrible dream I had. What a revelation. I have the power. I can use legislation to help people, to save their lives. The rich can go screw themselves. They're just using me as their errand boy. They're distorting democracy, undermining the very fabric of our nation. I don't have to do their bidding. I can do what's right. But what day is it? Is there still time? Has the vote happened already? Cratchit, come quickly.
Yes, Congressman, what is it?
What day is it, Buckeye? Have we already voted on the tax bill? Please, tell me there's still time.
There's time, sir. The votes are just being cast now. They haven't yet called your name.
Ah, hooray, what a day. I'll vote no. Trump, McConnell, Koch brothers, be damned. That'll show them. Hey, Buckeye, I'll vote no. For Tiny Tip, I'll vote no. For Martha, I'll vote no. For our families and friends and neighbors and all our fellow citizens, I'll vote no. For hopes and dreams and the promise of a better America. A new day is dawning, Buckeye. Are you ready? Yes? Then let's go.
Thank you, actors. That was awesome. Oh my goodness. The things that us paid protesters spend our time doing. All right, anyone have a carol they particularly want to sing? Should we sing a couple more, and then if anyone has anything to say, we can do that. And I know Larry has brought stuff, and Charles brought some stuff, and whatever. But let's just sing like maybe. There were a couple we sang yesterday that were pretty funny.
Page 7, have yourself a merry little
That's a
tax
good
bill.
one. I was just looking at that too.
Top of page 7.
Yes.
Have yourself.
Have
yourself a merry little taxman. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little taxman. Make the poorest pay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Just like back in Nixon days, have ye trickled down for more. Faithful Senate who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will win together, if the loopholes allow, and the cuts upon the highest bough. And have yourself a merry little taxman now.
All right. Larry, you want to go? Thank you, guys. And you know what? I'm going to collect these because we may announce that we'll go caroling like at the Worthington Mall or something like that. So we'll collect these up. North Market. North Market. Has everybody signed in? Just double checking.
Where's the Jerry man?